Johnny Football, who's back. Got a touchdown pass. He's been sacked twice. His team up 17. And Dreyfus Jackson in at quarterback for the Owls. First down, they're 19. A 77-yard punt. Derek Dillard on the carry gets near the 23 for about 4 yards.
Guys, I just talked to defensive coordinator Mark Snyder on the Texas A&M sideline, and I asked him point blank why such the heavy dose of the three-man front. He said, when we get in four-man front, they know exactly what they're getting. We're trying to create some confusion up front, create confusion for the quarterback. It's a high-risk, high-reward proposition, but we're willing to do it. And DeShazer Everett back is huge for them on the perimeter.
They've given up 200 rushing yards to Rice. 2nd and 6 for Jackson, who's replacing McCard. Don't know again if that's injury or they think Jackson gives him a better shot here after the 2 picks. No running room this time for Charles Ross. A rare stop for A&M against him. That's Donnie Baggs, the middle linebacker.
Well, and all the attention has been on Johnny Manziel, but let's be honest. If the season for Texas A&M is going to bank on this defense and how well they're able to stop offenses, and with so many new players, that's going to be the big question mark for A&M this season.
Check that. It was Dillard on the carry. He's still in on 3rd down and 4 for Rice. At his 25-yard line. Jackson flushed out of the pocket, being chased. And Jackson slips a tackle, picks up the first down. Up near the 40-yard line, where Nate Askew finally tracks him down. Gain of 12 yards on the play.
Well, they talked about speed being the calling card of this A&M defense, and that time Donnie Baggs nor Mastro Giovanni are able to keep up with the speed of Jackson, and big first down.
Here's Dillard, and Dillard runs right into Howard Matthews. An 8-yard pickup to the 45-yard line.
Howard Matthews having a tough day. He's been hit twice hard.
Well, this guy's 190. The guy that hit him earlier is 235.
That's what he's going to see, though, in the SEC. I mean, you got backs coming through, Todd Gurley and backs like that are big, physical backs. And when you're a safety and you play in that league, you better be 215 pounds.
Matthews listed at 200. Started 5 games as a sophomore last year. 6 new starters on this defense for A&M. Dillard able to keep his feet, get the first down, still going. They finally wrap him up at the 43-yard line, but Rice continues to pound it right at the Aggie defense and have success doing it. Alonzo Williams is wearing number 90 today, normally number 83, but that number 90, you see no name in the back of the jersey. A defensive player, different player, is going to wear that each week to honor a redshirt freshman Aggie who died in a car accident in the offseason, Polo Manakayamu. They're also wearing decals on their helmets to honor the late young man. First time this half, Rice has been in enemy territory. Jackson in a little trouble with a handle there, so he'll take off. Nifty move at the 42, and he makes it to the 37, 7-yard gain.
It's a change up here, obviously, for Rice on offense, putting Jackson in. I think John Reagan, the offensive coordinator, felt like the offense was getting a little bit stale, bring in a different look, and keep this A&M defense off guard.
Jackson started once last year and came off the bench to win their bowl game. 6 touchdowns a year ago with no interceptions. Derek Dillard stays in the game at running back. All running play so far in this drive. And now Jackson looking to throw, in trouble being chased. And he gets rid of the pass, incomplete. Trying to hit Jordan Taylor, who was entangled with DeShazer Everett. Jackson hit well to get out of trouble there. So it is 3rd down and 4. If you're Rice, are you in a situation here where you're 4 down territory?
Yeah, absolutely. Now that you're under 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter and down 17, you've got to get points on this drive.
Ball on the A&M 38. Rice around 50% 3rd down conversion rate so far. They'll hand it off to Dillard, who hammers his way for a first down to the 33-yard line.
And that's a killer for a defense on 3rd and 3.5 to 4 yards, and you can just hand the ball inside and get a first down that easily. That is not a recipe for success on defense.
Hardrick Walker, true freshman, who started the game today because Kirby Ennis, the normal starting defensive tackle, suspended for a game, arrested in February on weapons charges. Hopefully he's all right. Saturday Night Football on ABC. Kickoff under the lights in Death Valley. It's Aaron Murray and Georgia against Taj Boyd and Clemson. Saturday Night Football presented by Windows. Tonight, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC. Let's go back to the studio and check in with Reese Davis.
All right, guys, Live Mas Moment, brought to you by Taco Bell. And boy, I tell you, Dana Holgerson's probably glad that he's living a moment. William and Mary against West Virginia. Michael Graham went in for the score, and the Tribe, sans headgear, had the lead. And then in a 17-17 game, look, this is deep in the 4th quarter. Wendell Smallwood goes in, and the Holgersons escape 24-17.
Now West Virginia lost some key players off that offense. Tavon Austin, Geno Smith, and their quarterbacks coach Jake Spavital, who's the new mentor for Johnny Manziel at age 28.
Yeah, and that's a big loss. I mean, it's when you have a new coach comes in. I think Johnny needed somebody that had a pedigree and a resume, which Spavital obviously does, working with guys like Case Keenum and Brandon Whedon and Geno Smith. But you also needed somebody young enough that could relate to Manziel, and I think that Kevin Sumlin found the perfect guy in Jake Spavital.
He was a graduate assistant when Sumlin was a head coach at Houston. He was there with him. On 1st and 10 off play action, Jackson has a man wide open but throws it way over his head, intended for Connor Sella. So a chance at a big play goes by the board, and now Sella shaken up on the play.
It's our first cramp, it looks like, of the game. We've seen this in all the games that have been played this first week, and it's just so hot. It's almost impossible to get enough fluids in your body to prevent cramping, and whether it's a daytime or nighttime doesn't matter. 97 feels like 101.
Felt like 120 for you the other night at South Carolina. What did you make of some of the comments, by the way, about Jadeveon Clowney?
You know, I was there to watch the game from the sideline, and it was so hot. I mean, it's almost impossible with the way that offenses play so up-tempo, and North Carolina came in with a game plan to go up-tempo and try to tire out that defensive line. You can't rush a quarterback 60, 70 times in a game and not get tired. Now, certainly Clowney needs to be in better shape. I believe that. But I think a little bit of that criticism was unfair.
2nd and 10 for Rice. A&M showing blitz. Run play, Dillard grabbed from behind and brought down at the 31. It's a 3-yard gain.
You know, guys, with Jadeveon Clowney, with his height and his long arms, if he gets tired, he plays high. And the higher he plays, the easier it is for offenses to take advantage of him, especially in the run game. And as you mentioned, Brian, that's what took place the other night. He does have to get into better shape, but boy, with offenses today, that's a long 4 quarters for a defensive lineman.
3rd and 9 for Rice. From here would be about a 50-yard field goal. Chris Boswell has the leg. Missed a 45-yarder at the end of the first half. Jackson in trouble again, being chased, throws complete. A big hit by Tremaine Jacobs on Dante Moore. And he appears to be short of the first down based on the spot. 4th and 1. Looks like they're going to go for it here. They crowd the line of scrimmage, and now Jackson backs off here. Why not kick the field goal and get some points here? Cut it to 14. You still got a quarter to play.
Fairmont missed early in the first half. Maybe they don't have confidence he can make it.
And Jackson, kept his balance. Oh, what a play by Jackson. And now a flag comes in after Jackson gets inside the 5 and is grabbed by Tony Hurd. Looked like he went down at first and then popped right up and kept running. Great job to put his left hand down and maintain his footing.
Isaiah Golden, the freshman defensive tackle, got penetration.
Face mask for the defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
But Jackson, with great effort, and tack on an extra 3 or 4 yards, and now all of a sudden Rice inside the 5.
Closing seconds of the third quarter. Rice trying to make it a 10-point game. Ball on the 2. 1st and goal. 13th play of the drive for the Owls. Play clock at 3. Jackson hands it off. And Dillard close to the goal line, but down inside the 1.
What an impressive drive now. 14 plays in, and first time that Dreyfus Jackson has had an opportunity to play in this game, and takes him right down the field.
And a chance to cut it to a 10-point deficit when we start the 4th quarter here in College Station. Celebrating its 9th year sponsoring the Good Hands Field Goal Nets, Allstate makes contributions to participating universities' general scholarship funds for each field goal and extra point kick. To date, Allstate has contributed more than $3 million in scholarship money. 2nd and goal for Rice at the Texas A&M 1. Backup quarterback Dreyfus Jackson and Charles Ross in the backfield for the Owls. Both teams have had success in the red zone. Ross is in. Touchdown, Rice.